All right. Let's get the show on the road, guys. Shit, it is 12:01 here in the UK, and I'm pretty sure 3 o'clock in the 254. Shit, today's show is gonna be crazy, man. First of all, if you flick this video and expecting to have like a gay couple kind of talk and gay like two men being gay, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I'm really, really sorry. That was definitely clickbait. Yeah, you might want to just leave maybe. But for the rest of you, I hope you guys had a fantastic week. Oh man, today, the things that I'm gonna show you guys and the thing. Okay, I'm not gonna do everything, but I'm just gonna talk about this dude. We met a couple of years ago, and we just started hanging out and really became good friends. It's just one of those relationships that you don't know how it's gonna end, and well, not end, but how it's gonna go over time, and it just happened, and it was really good while it lasted until fucking COVID happened. But before that, it was really good, and he just moved in as a roommate, literally just a roommate, and life just took off from there. The first time that this dude moved in, right? He came in with a translator because he came from France, so he couldn't speak English. So he came in with a translator. The translator was actually pretty hot. She was there. She was like, "Yeah, this is Jonathan. Jonathan, this is you. Oh, it's amazing." I was like, "God damn, are you gonna be staying over here with us too?" But unfortunately, she was just there for the first day and then she left. And this dude couldn't speak jack shit of English. Like speaking of English, all the English that this dude can speak, it's thanks to me. So yes, there's that. Oh man, crazy. Okay, anyway, back to the main story. So he couldn't speak English. He just came in, and he had the translator. And the translator was doing all the translation. Oh, he just come from France. He's just here. He's just going to be working, blah, 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 doing this, doing that. I'm like, all right, cool. This dude couldn't fucking speak English. Now, in this country, if you get into the country and you can't speak English, the first thing they make you do is go for these English courses. And I think I talked about this in a previous video. If you haven't checked it out, go freaking check it out. And thank you guys. I just seen some guys coming into the video. Thank you guys for checking out the channel. Yeah, I really do appreciate the support. Actually, speaking of which, my last session, man, 38, was it 38 views? I know for you guys it's not a lot of people, but me personally, man, 38 views. I moved from like 15 views to like 38 views. That's an amazing number, so I really do appreciate it, man. Thank you guys so much, man. Like, that's 38 people checking out the channel, man. This is fucking, going to the next level. Anyway, so back to the story. So, he came with a translator, he couldn't speak English, and so they forced him to speak English, and they told him to, like, go for classes and shit. And so he went for these classes and he was learning English, and all the freaking English that he could speak was thanks to me, because I was the only person, in the house that was actually speaking proper English. There was another guy that had moved in. He was Russian. His English was shit as well. So it was just me, and I was like the teacher. So speaking of learning English, Jonathan, your fucking certificate's here. I'm going to cover the name. So here's your fucking certificate. Come and fucking pick this shit up, man. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. I wanted to actually call the dude and have him on the call today, so you guys could have just, man, this dude is just one of the funniest dudes ever. But anyway, so today we're going to be talking about the things that we went and did, the places that we visited, and the stupid shit that we did. Some of the man, when I just think about the things that we did, and I was like, what? Okay, anyway, so he comes into the house, and I see him for the first time, and I think everyone has done this before. When you meet someone for the first time, and you put on this fake face like this, that yes, hello, yes, my name is Asem. How can I help you? Yeah, so you have this fake persona, because it's a first impression. You don't know what the person's going to be like. He could be a serial killer for all we know. And so he's just there like, yeah, my name is Jonathan, from France. I was like, So this is going to be interesting. It's just funny. My whole experience living here in London is everyone everyone that I've lived with can hardly speak English, and I'm like, I thought this was an English speaking country. Anyway, that's a topic for another day. I think it's maybe because of my area, I guess. The place that I'm living right now, it's a lot of people from different countries, nationalities, Romanian, Russian, French, and it's amazing. It's really good to be integrated with so many different nationalities and races, and it's so awesome. Like it's so multicultural. It's amazing. It's the city it's just amazing, and you guys have to experience it. And then the things that I'm going to show you guys, the videos that I'm going to show you, and the places that we visited, if you ever do visit London, these are the places that you must go. Obviously, I'm not going to go into a lot of other details and the places that we did go to, but just the ones for the tourists and the kids. So we'll stick to those. Okay. Now. Before we go into the places that we went to, I want to talk about the three things that I kind of learned from having a friend and having him in my life, and the things that we did. And I think everyone can kind of like relate to this in a certain level. Like you have people that come into your life and then they show you something. They might not be there for too long, but they'll come and show you something that you've not done before, or they'll show you a different way of looking at life, and it really opens up your mind. And the more people that you hang out with and associate yourself with, you get to really pick up on all of this knowledge. And it was a really good learning experience. I've never lived, forget about having a friend from France, but just living with someone from France. I don't know, I don't know about you guys, but it was a totally different experience. The way he did things and the way he talked and behaved around certain circumstances and things. It was a good learning experience. I think out of all of the things that we did, I think I can sum it up into like three things that I kind of learned from him. And I think it was maybe something to do with his culture, I guess, and the way he lived back home. Number one was just spending money. Okay, so this dude, I'm not bragging or anything like that, but I know that, and unfortunately, I'm not like trying to pull him down or anything like that, but his income was just an average. It was actually slightly below, almost below average, unfortunately. Because of the type of job that he could get, because of the inability to speak English. So, the job that he had wasn't really paying him that well. But regardless of that, this dude just used to spend money like crazy. He used to live in the moment, and this was something that I really admired. I was coming from a childhood and a younger self where I was just very conservative in terms of spending money. I used to think so much before I'd spend money on something. And this dude would just go all in, like, yeah, I want to buy a pair of shoes, I want to go jogging. And summertime came in, and he was like, I want to buy shoes. And he just went and bought it. He didn't like think twice. Like someone like me, I would think, okay, do I need to buy these shoes? How long will they last me for? Are they gonna cause any injuries? So I'm calculating all these things, and I'm like trying to put money aside. I'm like, okay, I have the money, but it's like I'm doing all this calculations in my head. Okay, but then they're gonna take up storage in my cupboard, and do I really need these pairs? They're just gonna collect dust. While I was doing all of these thoughts, and I was thinking about, should I do this, the guy already went and bought the shoes, and he was jogging for like 3 weeks. And he lost the weight. He looked really good, and I was like, fuck, man. And so it really like brought me to like this realization that just live in the moment. Just live in the moment. It's the time that you have right now is, you're never gonna be this age today, like this second. Right? Time is a bitch. Time never waits for no man. No, like it's a never ending process. It just keeps going. It's a continuous thing. You can't stop it. You can't control it. So you live in the moment. And that was something that I really valued. I really admired about him and his culture. So that was really nice. The other thing I kind of realized was, family is all about the people that are around you. Now, he moved in as a roommate, so he was literally just the room next door. And one thing I kind of realized was, yes, of course you have family members that are living in different countries and, people are like miles away, but he gave me this feeling of like family is with the people that you're with at that moment. Because at the end of the day, if something happens to me, right? There was a time that I was really sick, and who was I going to call? My uncle, who was like 10,000 miles away? No, I'm going to call my neighbor. Your neighbor is like your first responder. Like if anything happens, so your neighbor, just treat your neighbors like your family, because at the end of the day, if anything happens, these are the people that are going to be on the site the first, right? First people to respond. So, it really gave me that feeling of like being together and doing things, doing chores together and, helping each other out. And it gave me that feeling of family that I had when I was a child. And this is something that I really missed because, once you move out of your mom's house and you start living alone, it's very difficult to trust because you get through a lot of shit. People start treating you like shit. Some people take advantage of you. And so you start really closing your circle. But I think, when he moved in and we started hanging out, and then I made friends with the Russian dude downstairs, and we just got along so well, and it just became like a family unit, basically, and it was a really good experience, and it taught me a lot it gave me that feeling of trusting people again, so that was really good. And then the last thing was, I think this is just something personal for me. I guess it's just more socializing with more people. Of course, this was all before COVID. Socializing with people. He would really urge me to get the freaking hell out of the house. Just get the freaking hell out of the house. Let's go, and meet these people, do these things. So if it wasn't for him, I don't think I would have been. I would have traveled, but I wouldn't have traveled as much. And the thing was with his job, because it required him to be more social and active and meeting people, and I was the complete opposite. So he really encouraged me to do that, and that was a really nice quality. So I really like that. All right, now moving on to the first place that we went, which was Thorpe Park. Now, Thorpe Park. Okay, let me share my screen. Hold on a second here. Oh my God, shit! This place. Okay. First, before I talk about the things that we did over here, this place is an island. Now, if you ever want to visit London, you guys definitely, it doesn't matter your age. And a lot of people are going to look at you like, what the fuck is a 30-year-old dude going to a freaking amusement park? Trust me, it doesn't matter what your age is. You guys got to go. If you haven't gone, especially people coming from Kenya who have not gotten access to roller coasters, you gotta try this. This is something that you have to try. It's on your bucket list. You have to go for it. This place is an island. Man, the amount of money these fuckers have. It's an island. You cross a bridge. Of course, you have to cross a bridge. You cross a bridge to get to the island, and the island is filled with roller coasters. It is amazing. It is amazing. And the things that they've built, it's just filled with rides, and then like there are these stalls, and you just buy food, and you can literally just get lost in that place. Like once you cross the bridge, you don't know where the start and the end is. And it was summertime, around 18 or 19 degrees outside Celsius. For those people in the US, I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. We use the metric. We don't do that over here. So we went to the place, and we were just hitting these rides back to back. And you know what? First of all I want to say is, this is my channel. I'm going to tell you the story the way I feel like tell you the story. So I was the fucking king of rides, and Jonathan was the one who was a chicken. So we're going to leave it at that, okay? I was the king. You just remember that. I was the king. I was the one who was doing all the rides. And Jonathan, you're a piece of shit. You were chickening out. And especially this ride. This ride right here. Dude, guys, just look at this ride here. Yeah. Man. This was just one of them. there was another ride. So now let me talk to you guys. So we went to all these different rides, and we left one ride for the last one. We were like, okay, before we go home, we're gonna go on this one ride. Now this ride, let me paint you a picture of what this ride looks like and what it does. It's a vertical drop just like this one, right? It takes you vertically up and then it takes you vertically down. And when it gets down, there's a pool. So the roller coaster goes into a pool. It fucking nose dives into a pool. And we were like, we're gonna go and hit this. This is the one that we're gonna like. This is the grand finale. We're gonna hit this one before we go home. And I'm really grateful that was the last decision that was the good decision that we made, because that ride really fucked us. Actually, there's another one that really fucked us. But man, these things take you like, and the older you get, obviously, your body's not used to being thrown around like that as much as if you were a kid and you're younger. Your body can handle it. But if you're older and you sit on one of these things that's just throwing you around, like your insides are just like you feel like your stomach is in your throat. It's just throwing you around, and the speeds and the G's that this thing is throwing at you, you're like, I can't do this, man. I can't do this anymore. So anyway, this ride that we went to with the nose diving into the pool, and I thought, when you look at it from a distance, even when you're looking at this video right now and you're looking at this ride, and you're like, it doesn't look that bad. Trust me, when you go for the thing, when you actually sit in one of these things, you'll have to wait. You'll have to really wait to just get your head straight back. Like, you'll feel so dizzy and sick. It's crazy. So we got into this ride, and it goes straight into the water, and it's a pool, and the level of water is like maybe half a foot or something. It's not that deep, okay? But the fact that it goes into the pool, it displaces a lot of water into the air. Now, when I looked at it from a distance, it looked like, okay, when it goes into the water, it displaces the water like to the side. So, the people sitting inside are not really going to get that wet. It's going to splash some water on you, and it's not going to be that bad. I was like, okay, cool. So Jonathan and I were like, all right, cool, we're going to go for this shit. So we stood in line, and we're standing in line. As we're getting closer and closer to the entrance of the ride. So the line wasn't really that long, and the people that were in front of us were putting on these plastic bags and things, right? They were covering themselves up, and we were just, and Jonathan and I were just looking at these guys and like, such idiots. Look at these guys. Are you afraid of a little bit of water? We were just making fun of these kids. We're making fun of the adults that were sitting next to the kids, and we're just like, you guys, you're so losers. Look at these losers. Oh, you're just worried about getting wet. I was like, we sit in front. I wanted to sit in front because I wanted to see what the fuck was going on. If anything happens, at least I can see it first. This is just one of those rides. I just had to sit in front. I was like, I have to see. So we were sitting in front, and that thing takes us up to the top, and we now start going down. It's a vertical drop. Now, let me explain the whole situation of what exactly happened. We go vertically down. We hit the pool. Now, initially, when we hit the pool, obviously the water just displaces, right? But now when you're sitting inside, you actually see how this water is getting displaced. Number one, there were holes and there was like vents or something at the bottom of the freaking, what is it called? A roller coaster, yeah. The train. Yeah, the train. So there was like vents under the freaking roller coaster. And the minute it hit the pool, all that water just went through. And so the first wave of the water went up my nose, up my butt. It just hit me like freaking crazy. And first of all, I just want to make a point here is, yes, I know it's summertime, but even on that day I was wearing a t-shirt. It was 18 to 19 degrees Celsius. And for most of these other people who've lived in the UK and were born there, 18 is like fucking hot. They're like, oh, it's so hot. And out there, like, okay, it's kind of chilly. It's kind of chilly. Now imagine if you got wet at that temperature, and I didn't have a jacket. I didn't have like an extra pair of clothes, and we have to take the bus back home. Now we hit the pool. All this water just splashes up into my butt, and the second wave of water that got displaced vertically up, not a V, vertically up. That water took like 5 to 10 seconds to fall back into the freaking train. And after we got hit the first time, I was like, oh, that's not so bad. Just a little bit of water up my butt. Nah, that thing got worse. Next thing I know, I look up. The whole thing just covered in water, like the whole freaking train. We were drenched. I think I was sick for like, I think a week. It was just fucking crazy, man. This was just one of those. There we go. It was just one of those rides that I was like. And then they go all the way down. Dude, just look at the loop, man. This is the fucking. I can't remember what this ride was. The Demon or something. I can't remember what the ride was. But this thing takes you in a loop. And then when he gets out of the loop, okay, just watch this thing.
The loop here is insane.
It just goes up slowly, so you feel comfortable. You're like, it's not that bad. Yeah, no thanks. Shit. I went on that thing and it was crazy. This was the entrance to the place. It's man, you guys got to check this out. Like, if you ever do visit the UK, Thorpe Park is the place to be. Like, you got to go there, even if you're not going to hit the rides. And it's not like all the rides are like extreme and shit, but most of them are pretty sick. You've got some VR rides as well. So like, there was a ghost train, so you wear like the VR headset and then you watch the thing, and it was really, really cool. And then this was the bridge that you cross. So you cross this bridge just to get into an island. They build a fucking island. I think you can see like the lake. Yeah, there you go. So that's the lake. We've got like maybe a kilometer of lake just around the island. Man, it's like when you get on this place, it's like it just takes you to another world. It was just crazy. So it was a really good experience.
Looking good.
Yeah,
nice,
so it was really good. It was really good. All right, moving on. Now, there was another incident that happened. This is, I call it the Haze Incident, okay? The Haze Incident. There's a place over here called Haze in Harlington, okay? It's an area. Now, back then when Jonathan had moved in, I was also relatively new to the area, so I wasn't familiar with the names. And when this guy moved in and he was telling me, like, this was after a couple of conversations and we started getting to know each other. He started telling me like, yeah, I've got a couple of friends. They want to meet me in Haze. So in my head I was thinking maybe Haze is like a club, or a Haze is like it's like a place, or is it like a name of a street or something? And he just kept saying, yo, Haze, we got to go to Haze. Like, okay, so like, so this is exactly what I did. And so we had planned to go on this day. It was a Saturday or a Sunday. I can't remember. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. So we were planning to go, and this is exactly what I did. I went onto Google Maps, right? Let me see if I can open Google Maps. Yeah, all right. So let me put Google Maps here, right? I went on to Google Maps and I typed in Haze like this, just Haze, okay? I typed in Haze, and then it puts a fucking pin drop in the middle of Haze, the area. It's not a Haze was an area. It wasn't. Man, we were both idiots. I've not lived in this country that long. This dude just comes and starts. We're going to Haze. I'm like, Haze where? Like, Haze. We're Haze. Okay, so let's go to Haze then. Fine. I put it in the map. Okay, I put it on the map and I showed him on the phone, like, This is where you want to go? So I zoomed in and I showed him like, okay, it's in the middle of the. He's like, yeah, haze. So I was like, okay. So the next logical thing to do was I hit the direction button. So obviously Google Maps will just tell you, okay, so this is the bus that you'll take to get to this place. Okay, cool. We get into the bus. We start going to the place, and on this day, it was raining like crazy. It was so cold. It was winter. It was raining. And the place that we were going to was in the middle of a freaking meadow or some, I don't know what the hell this was. And in my head, I was thinking, okay, maybe they're going to meet us at that location in the middle of the field. Or maybe there's like a school or in my head I was thinking this guy knows the place. So when we'll get to Haze, he'll know exactly which building it is, and then, we'll just go to that place. And that's where his friend is. So he's communicating with his friend, okay? And he keeps telling his friend, yeah, we're almost there. We're almost there. Haze. So I put the direction of the map. We hit the bus. We're sitting in the bus. It's raining like fucking crazy. We get to the place. We have to switch buses. All right. We take another bus. We get to the place. The bus drops us off at one of these stages over here, somewhere along the road. Okay. It drops us off on the road. And we get off the second bus, and I'm looking at my phone, and I'm looking at him, and I'm like, okay, so Haze, that's where it is in the middle. It's a massive field, and I'm pointing to the field, like there, that's Haze. Oh fuck, okay. And then this guy tells me it's Haze Station. We're going to Haze. We're going to Haze train station. And I was like, you told me to put Haze on the map. And Haze is pointing in the middle of the fucking meadow. He's like, nah, Haze, where's the station? So this was the English that he could come up. So where's the station? So it's like, oh, you mean Haze Station? Yeah. Now from here, we're in the middle of nowhere. I don't even know where the fuck the train station is. Okay, the train station was like there, but we had to take another bus to get. So I had to manually key in Haze Station. So Haze Station. So if I do directions from here to Haze Station, Haze and Harlington Station. Yeah, that was the one. So that was the bus. That was the bus we had to take to get to the station. So we had to walk back. The bus that we actually got off, we had to get back onto that same bus, and then that would take us to the train station. But it was so stupid. And this video, here's the video of when we were sitting in the fucking thing. Is it here? Oh, these are still some of the ride videos. This is it.
So how was the trip?
It's very nice. We see a church.
It's difficult having a friend who can't speak English. It was just one of those, like, what the fuck? All right, moving on to the next one. So we talked about Thorpe Park. We've talked about Haze and Harlington. Now, Madame Tussauds was the next. So this is London Eye. But I don't want to talk about London Eye just yet. Oh, yeah, so Madame Tussauds. All right, so before we get to London Eye, we went to Madame Tussauds. So Madame Tussauds is another attraction in London. So basically what they do is it's located in central London. You go there, you take pictures of wax dummies of like actors and like animations and stuff. It's pretty cool. It wasn't so bad. The only drawback I can say about the whole experience being there was I kind of felt like it was a bit crowded. I mean, they did try to manage the times people could join, get into the entire dome. It's like a massive dome. And so you walk in, and then there are all these wax dummies, and you can take pictures with them. And I think I have a couple. I'm not going to share all of them, though. But yeah, so like, so there it was, Morgan Freeman. I was just there. I think this was like the best one picture I could take where I couldn't really have anyone in the background. But it was pretty crowded. It's one of the attractions that you have to go and check out. And I think this was really fun. It was a really good experience that we had gone to, and there was me on the bike with ET. Yeah, it was really cool. It was a really nice experience. I think the only thing I can say about this experience was, obviously, try to not book it during holidays or weekends, obviously, because that's when most of the people are going to check it out. So you'd want to book it on a weekday or on a time that there's not so much traffic. But other than that, it's an amazing event, amazing place that you guys should definitely go and check out. Really, really nice place, Yeah, it was a really good experience. I'm going to show all the pictures. I didn't understand who these couple were. I don't know if you guys know who these were, but I was just there taking a selfie with a chick, and I was sniffing her hair like a pervert. It was just one of those crazy things. Then there's me. That's me with James Bond. And he's kind of like retired now, but yeah. But it was nice. I was kind of shocked that I was almost the same height. They actually make these wax dummies, like life size, and like they take actual measurements from the actors themselves. So I was like, okay, if that's his height, then yeah, I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad off. Yeah, so it was a really good experience. It was just one of those things that, if you ever do visit London, you should definitely check out. All right, on to the next one, London Eye. Now, London Eye is literally just like almost like a walking distance away from Madame Tussauds. So this was, I think, kind of done. No, this was actually a different day. This is a different day. So this is also another thing that you guys should definitely check out. The only thing I would comment about is the prices of the tickets. I think Madame Tussauds was £40 a person. Yeah, pretty expensive. London Eye was also £45. Man, these guys are making money. Shit. Okay. In terms of the experience, what do you expect? If you ever go on one of these things, it's just a Ferris wheel. Like, they just take you one, and it's one loop for 15 minutes. You sit on that wheel, and that's it. You just sit in there. But the cool thing is you get to see the entire city. You get to see the entire London. London Eye is like the most iconic structure in London. It's like every movie that shows London, they always, you always see this fucking thing in the thing. So, it was just one of those things that you gotta try. If you have the time, you should definitely give it a try. If not, I guess now I can say it's but if you're going for the first time, you should definitely go and check it out. It wasn't so bad. It was pretty cool. When you get to the top of that thing, you can literally see Paris. You can see the Eiffel Tower when you're at the top of that thing, and it's amazing. It's amazing. You can see the entire city of London, and it's pretty high. It's pretty cool. Yeah, you guys should definitely check it out.
Looks pretty.
Yeah, so that's a close-up view of how it looks.
Humongous.
Yes, of course it's humongous. So this is the view from the inside. Now, the inside is just like a capsule, and man, the line to get in was fucking long. And this was when we had the discounts. That's why it was like 45. I'm pretty sure it must have been more. Or actually, it was the other way around. Yeah, sorry. I think because of the traffic, that's why it was expensive. Because it was, it was summer. People were on leave. A lot of people. It was like a couple of bank holidays lined up. So I took some time off work. We both took time off work, and we went to this place. And the capsule is pretty big. I think I'll just play this video. You guys can have a look. It's a pretty cool experience. I think it's the other one that you can actually see. Oh, this is one. This wasn't one inside. Yeah, this is inside the capsule. So you can literally get to see the whole freaking city. It's amazing. You get to see all the trains. Man, it's just amazing. It's just amazing. Yeah, so oh yeah, this was another thing. Like this is an escalator that takes you all the way down to the underground trains. This was something that was really fascinating. Like this was really really deep. Like it would just take you on and on and on and on, and you like there was this escalator that would then connect to another one that would take you even lower. Like there were layers of underground train that's just sitting under the city, and you'd have no idea. And it's so seamless. It just feels like you don't feel like you're that deep under the ground, you know? All right, so right, one last thing, a couple of videos, and then I'm just gonna call it a day, man. Today's session, I don't want to keep it too long. I know you guys got stuff to do. It's a Saturday anyway. For those of you that are watching, thank you guys for checking out the channel. All right, last 3 videos. These are the craziest ones. These were just freaking hilarious. Okay, so this was when COVID hit. And everyone was supposed to work from home. First of all, those people that were laughing at me before COVID came and I was working from home, fuck you, bitch. Look at me now. But anyway, so I'm grateful. I'm not laughing, but I'm just grateful that I was lucky that didn't really affect me as much. But it was sad what happened. A lot of people lost their jobs, and it was devastating. So I'm not trying to make fun of you guys that did went through economic financial struggles and all that kind of stuff. So it was tough. I totally get it. And we here in the UK, people were just panicking like crazy. And I was under the impression that normal food would have gone like out of the shelves, but what ended up happening was, what was it, pasta and toilet paper that went off the shelves. Everything else was available. So we went and just bought everything else. And we started shopping like crazy. And we just went all in.
All this shopping, this is freaking ridiculous, man.
Like I did. Oh shit! I don't know why it's so. I think it's my video playback.
All this shopping, this is freaking ridiculous, man. It's the end of the world. What do you think?
The end of the world, man.
End of the world. We got it. Oh, we got alcohol. Yes, of course.
Yeah, of course we got alcohol for him. 4 bottles, Brad. Shit, this guy had a problem.
Shit, this is freaking huge, man. Look at this.
Oh come on, the video is. I don't know why is it doing this, but anyway. Yeah, so we went all in, and this was supposed to last us for like a month, but we ended up eating it all in a week. This is one of the things you're like, why am I buying all this? You always tell yourself like, I'm gonna buy in bulk and I'm gonna eat slowly in a month's time, but yeah, that never happens. Yeah, that never happens. All right, one last video for the day. Is this the last one? Let me see. Oh, we got 2 more. Okay. This was another stupid video. This was, man, these guys got... So this is now after COVID. Everyone's working from home. And this is the state. This is the state.
Facebook for tomorrow. If you put this in Facebook tomorrow...
No, this isn't going on Facebook.
I lied. It's going on YouTube.
I'm not going to post this on Instagram or anything.
This
It's on YouTube.
is my best
Everybody! You want some drink? This
my best French friend.
my iron friends,
Right.
very nice.
The final drink for the night.
I never thought
Fuck, these guys were so fucked up. Obviously, you guys know I don't drink, but man, these guys were so messed. I don't even think any of these guys remember. Jonathan, I don't even think you remember this night.
The last.
I can fuck one friend.
Bogdan, we wait for you for the last drink.
There was another dude that went to sleep.
Yeah, fuck you, Bogdan. You were supposed to be here. Be a man, motherfucker.
My bar.
All right, guys.
right.
And what time is it? It's 3:42 in the morning.
Yeah, 3:42 in the morning. Yeah, we were. I'm gonna cut this off. From here, it just gets a bit crazy, so I'm not gonna play this. Oh, final video of the day. This is what I was expecting on the month of February. I was expecting some snow. Where the fuck is the snow? What ended up happening yesterday? I don't know if you guys watched the news. It was so windy. Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. It was so windy. It was crazy. And I was kind of expecting snow this month, but unfortunately, I don't know what happened. Look at the city. how it looks in the snow is just amazing. It's just eerily quiet. It's just, it's a totally different world. Like you feel like, man, you know, this is, it just feels so bizarre, amazing, at the same time scary because it's so quiet, you know. But it was a really nice experience, and I was really hoping to see snow this month, but we just didn't get it. But who knows? Maybe we might see it in March. Because it's the UK's weather. You never know, man. The weather here sucks. But anyway, yeah, so that was that. And then I think the last video is... okay, so let me, before this video plays, so this is the final video and then we'll call it a day. This video, what I wanted to do was, this guy told me that there was a model jet that was built around this roundabout and we were driving through. And so what I wanted to do initially was I wanted to go there and take some pictures of myself next to the jet and, you know, send them back home and be like, yeah, look at this, bitches. I don't know. I was next to a private jet or something. So in my head, I was like, okay, maybe this jet, it's going to be like, you know, on the ground and we can actually go and take pictures. Because I think the one that's next to Heathrow Airport is on the ground, you know. So they built like a model plane that's just sitting on the ground and you can actually go and take pictures next to it, and you can like try and tell your friend like, look at me, I'm next to a plane, I'm flying out, and all that kind of shit, whatever. So I thought I could do the same over here with this plane, with this jet. This was a private jet.
Man, you have all the time in the world. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I just remembered. I just remembered now. Oh, that I didn't know.
And then what ended up happening?
People in Kenya. Look, guys.
I got my own plane. I got my private jet, bitches.
Unfortunately, the jet wasn't on the ground, so I couldn't go next to that thing and take a selfie like, bitches, I'm next to I'm flying out. Anyway, I think that's it for today, guys. It has been awesome. Man, a lot of crazy things that have happened. It has been a good journey. It's, you know, people come into your life and you just make the most of it, you know? So I hope I said something that you guys could have learned from. If not, then I don't know how to help you. And sorry for the clickbaity thumbnail thing about the boyfriend thing. I'm sorry, guys. It wasn't what it was supposed to be. I'm still straight. Anyway, thank you guys so much for checking out the channel. And once again, I will see you tomorrow, same time, same place. You know how the drill is. Yeah, man, I'm getting so used to this shit now. It's a normal thing now. All right, let me put this thing on the looping thingy and put this song on. So yeah, we can call it a day. Enjoy your Saturday, guys. Thank you guys for checking out the channel.
Go and ask my grandparents.